Hello, everybody. Welcome to another beautiful day here at Chattanooga. My name's Jordan Power, and I'm coming at you live from the Chattanooga State versus Bryan College game. Today, for Chat State, we have on the mound Christian DeCosta. At the plate, we have number 3, Bailey Russell. First base, we have number 19, Mr. Brandon Parrott. Second base, we got Tyler Franklin. Third, we have Ty Delancey. Shortstop, we have Mr. Jet Kern. In right field, we have a Mr. Max Schmoll. Center field, Sean Shealy. And in left field, we have Nick Bluebar. It's a beautiful day here at Chattanooga State's field, and hopefully going to be a wonderful day for baseball. Today, our umpire in the field is number 32, none other than the wonderful Kyle Nunn. He'll be doing a great job for us in the field, hopefully. Christian DeCosta, the pitcher today, right-handed freshman. Got a lot of good stuff, and hopefully he's going to dominate here. Bailey Russell's pretty dish, and looks like a strong defense. Costa. That an 0-1 count on this first batter. That ball again, straight up in the air, back for a foul ball. Strike 2. O2 count. Christian Costa's got ahead early. Got to be pretty happy with himself here. A 2-2 count now for the hitter. Christian DeCosta just trying to finish him off here. That's ball 1 outside. He's been doing well. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Making it a 1-1 count. He'll take that pitch inside for ball number 2. 2-1 count now. Ball number 3. Sean's ahead in the count here with a 3-1 count, leading off the inning. Got to be happy with that. He's probably going to take a bit of a hack here, I'd say. Hoping for a fastball. He gets that fastball. He doesn't hack at it though. Takes the pitch for a strike inside. 3-2 count now. And that ball is hit right at the middle. Second baseman gets it and can't get rid of it early enough. Sean beats it out with feet to spare. Makes himself the first hitter and first runner on base. We now have number 15, Nick Blueball, up at the plate with a runner on first and no outs. My sincerest apologies to Nick's family. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, and I will get him to inform me in the near future. The pitcher goes for a pickoff and pretty much knows he's not going to get Sean. Sean's probably going to steal second here. And there he goes. The catcher throws over and throws it into center field, where the second baseman manages to dive and catch it and actually back it up. So well done to that guy. Sean takes that base with ease. And ball 1 on Nick. A 1-0 count here. No outs and a runner on second base. It's a good time to maybe put a little bunt down. Sean's just out there being cheeky as per usual on second base. Pitcher is taking his dear old time to make his way to the plate, and he does eventually for ball number 2. You can tell he's a little rattled by Sean out there, but no need to be. He's probably not going to take third unless he... who knows? It's Sean Shealy. Ball number 3 for Nick. He must be rattled, the pitcher. Not throwing many for strikes here. Now Nick's a great lefty outfielder, playing left field today. Really inspiring freshman, this guy. That ball is questionably close, but called the ball by Kyle Nunn, and we all know that his eyes are better than mine, so that will be a walk for Nick, making it a 0-out, runner on second and first situation for Ty Delancey, number 23. I repeat, Ty Delancey is coming up to the plate, the lefty, sophomore for Chat State. Ty takes a real big hack at that and just puts it in left field, where the shortstop makes quite a catch. As a high fly ball in kind of no man's land there, folks, and the shortstop came through, called it out and got it. So well done to him. Ty obviously won't be happy with that at bat. Bringing to the plate, Brandon Parrott with a 1-out situation here and runners on second and first. Brandon's also a left-handed swinger who goes high socks like Ty and Nick before him. So we've got 3 lefties all wearing high socks here. So I apologize if I get them all mixed up. That ball's a strike on Brandon. 0-1 count. That ball is fouled off. Strike 2. 0-2 count here. And that's a pass ball there. Catcher probably should have blocked that one. So Sean goes to third, and Nick goes to second. And that'll be ball 1 on Brandon. So we got second and third, 1 out, and a 1-2 count. Brandon can hopefully get a nice base hit and score a couple runs to get Chat State ahead in this 1-0 ball game. That ball is in the dirt. Ball 2, 2-2 count here. Yeah. I don't know if we're doing all of them right now, but we will. That ball's way inside and in the dirt, and it'll go for a pass ball, and Sean will come through to score.
Oh, I did it fucking no way. Oh, come on. You have to hit it twice.
3-2 count now on Brandon, and Nick will be at third base, so 3-2, 1 out, runner on third. And that'll be ball 4 for Brandon Parrott. He goes from 0-2 to taking a walk here. Well, now that's a 1 out, runner on first and third situation. Bringing to the plate Bailey Russell, the right-handed sophomore, and he's currently catching today for Chat State. Bailey's going to hopefully put a ball to the outfield and do a job and score a run here. That ball's fouled off for strike 1. Bailey steps out and gets a signal from Coach Dennis. Steps back in with the 0-1 count, 1 out. Brandon's looking a little shifty over there at first base. He might be stealing. That ball's in the dirt for ball number 1 and a 1-1 count. It'd be interesting to see a little first and third action go on over here. Make the game nice and interesting. That ball's just low for ball 2. That ball's way inside, but he gets his hands to it, and he just pushes that one small line drive, kind of a little bloop through the third base and second base gap. Third base shortstop gap, sorry folks. And gets himself on base. So he scores the run, making it a 2-1 ball game. And now there's runners on second and first with 1 out. Bringing to the plate number 18, the one and only Christopher Tyler. Big Papa, as he likes to call himself. And he'll take that ball down. 1-0 count. You can see the pitch is quite agitated here. It's a hot day out there, so I can see why he'd be agitated. It's not fun when you're in a bit of a hole and you're just sweating and you can't really get a hold of it. And he's only got 1 out, so he's got a fair while to go. He comes up and in to Chris. Ball 2. And this could be the coming off the rails for the Bryan College pitcher. the unfolding, if you wish. Ball 3 in the dirt. And Chris is probably just going to look for a really nice pitch if he's going to swing here. Otherwise, he's going to probably just spit on it and say, nah, I'm not about that. And that's exactly what Chris does. It's a strike. So 3-1 count now. 1 out. Chris is getting ready to hit here. This is a Christopher Tyler count. And ball 4 comes in for Chris. Loading up the bases with 1 out. And number 22, Max Schmoll, the left-handed sophomore, coming up to the plate. Max has been a little injured with a hamstring niggle recently, so it's good to see him back in the playing field. And he's got loaded bases and 1 out here, so Max is ready to do some damage here. And ball 1, low. You can tell Kyle Nunn's out there having an absolute blast calling these pitches. He's really getting into it with the hand motions. Ball 2 inside. And a pass ball. Brandon comes in. 3rd run will score. And all runners advance. 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. No. Yeah, you'll be right. 2-0 count, 1 out, and runners on 2nd and 3rd here. Yeah. Max really leans into that one, puts it in right field, and the catch won't be made. The fielder kind of bobbles it there, and Max comes into 2nd, and he's safe. Kyle calls him safe, and gets overruled. Coach Dennis steps in there and says, no, he's the all-seeing eye. And Max will be out there. I agree with that call. He was out. Right fielder threw him out. 2 runs will score there, making it a 5-1 ball game. And Max just got hosed at 2nd there. So 2 outs. And the new batter, Tyler Franklin, will come up with no runners on base and 2 outs. Fouling off the first pitch. 0-1 count. What an exciting play that was, huh? 2 runs scored and a very close play at 2nd. Ooh. That ball is high and inside where Tyler Franklin has to duck, making it a 1-1 count. He really pieces that one up through the 3rd base shortstop gap and gets himself a single out of it. And I believe that was the last batter for the inning. Not all 3 outs were made, but we're going to switch it over anyway. So that was 5 runs there for Chat State in the first inning. Great effort. And we'll have Christian DaCosta come back out on the mound for the top of the 2nd inning. And the top of the second inning will begin, and a 5-1 ball game to Chat State. Christian DaCosta, the right-hander, still on the mound here. That ball comes in for strike one. It was a little high, but it's still strike. 0-1 count. One count now. That ball is in foul territory and all the way out. Close play. Brandon Parrott almost gets to it, but it just went all the way out of bounds. Out of play, sorry. Bounds, play. Yeah, my apologies. 1-2 count now with no outs and no runners on base. A filthy curveball, and the ball will go down the third baseman line and roll foul. So it remains a 1-2 count. That ball's a curveball that comes in for strike three. Cold strike by Kyle Nunn, getting ourselves the first out of the inning. Strike one comes in there for Christian. He's really got some command of this curveball in the second inning. That's a credit to him. And there's strike three coming in for the second strikeout of the inning and the second out of the inning. 2 outs and no runners on base for Christian DaCosta. He comes out with a fastball, and it's hit straight to Jet Kern on the ground. And he'll throw it over to Brandon Parrott, making the third out of the inning. A very quick inning for Chat State. No runs scored, no hits, no errors. 2 strikeouts. Number 13, Jet Kern will start off the inning for Chat State here. Bottom of the second inning. And that ball will be outside. 1-0 count. A new pitcher for Bryan College. Still a right-handed pitcher. A little curveball action for strike one. A 1-1 count. Ball's hit just to the right-hand side of the shortstop. Tries to lay out and doesn't make the play. Jet Kern will get a single out of that one to lead off the inning. Sean Shealy now comes to the plate for his second at-bat of the game. Hitting left-handed again. No outs and a runner on first, and the pitcher picks off to no success. Another one. No success again. Jet Kern has got a nice lead off out there. It's safe, yet questionable. Sean slaps at that one. Must have been a hit and run put on. Jet Kern tries to steal the base, and the curveball comes in, and Sean just kind of slapped at it. Fouls it off to the left side. Only strike one on Sean. 0-1 count. No outs. An inside pitch. Sean takes it, and it's a strike. 0-2 count now. Might have to have a word with Mr. Kyle Nunn about that call later. We're going to have to agree to disagree. 0-2. He picks off, keeping Jet Kern a little honest over there at first base. Seriously. No, I didn't. I didn't know I was doing this. That was almost a balk by the pitcher here. Didn't really come set, but we're not gonna argue it. Sean fouls that one off. 0-2 still on Sean Shealy. Sean fouls that one off again. Fourth one in a row. Still 0-2. Another pickoff. Another unsuccessful pickoff, but still keeping Jet honest over there. He knows he's probably going to try steal. Curveball comes in and it's outside for the first ball of the at-bat. Sean hits that one straight back up the middle where the center fielder will collect it. And he gets himself an easy single. For a left-handed guy who's only been swinging left-handed for a couple of months, he's doing pretty well. I'll give him that. Maybe I should have swung left-handed. Nick Bluebog, number 15, will come up to the plate, and he squares around.
for the bunt. Takes that pitch for a ball down low. We've got a bunt situation here, folks. Runners on first and second, no out, and a left-hander up. It's a classic situation here. Ball 1. Ball 2. Nick didn't square around that time. I think we're probably going to be taking a pitch, seeing a strike first. And that one's inside, and Nick skyrockets that to right field, where the right fielder makes the catch. Jet Kern advances to third base from second base, and Sean Shealy will remain at first. So there's now 1 out. Runners on first and third, and Ty Delancey at the plate. No runs have been scored this inning. The pitcher steps off. He knows Sean's going. Sean doesn't move a muscle over at first base. I repeat, not a muscle was moved. Sean is going. Oh, he picks off. No, Sean gets back in time. Safe. And Sean gets straight back out there for his lead. He's so cheeky out there. He can pretty much tell the pitcher, hey, buddy, listen, I'm running. They can't really do much about it. That ball comes in for strike 1 and is fouled off by Ty Delancey. Fouled off to the left side. He was a little late on it. It's not often you see Ty Delancey not square a ball up, is that?
It's very rare.
It's a rarity. The man's known for squaring balls up. He's one heck of a hitter. That ball's high. Sean Shealy takes advantage of the catcher just being a little sloppy there and dropping the ball. He takes second base, making it now a 1-1 count on Ty Delancey. 1 out, runners on second and third. That ball is, I believe it was a curveball, and Ty hits it straight at the middle, straight to center field on the ground, and scores both of those runs. Gets himself a single out of it. Like I said, folks, Ty Delancey, you don't see him not square up a ball. Oh, that ball was squared up. Straight up the middle. Classic baseball. 2 runs now score in the bottom of the second inning, and there will be 1 out with a runner on first. And Brandon Parrott's now up to bat, number 19. Pitch comes in for a ball outside. A check swing and a cold strike. 1-1 count.
Yeah. So we'll go with it.
Yeah. You see that strike call? Pitches for a ball outside again. 2-1 count. Curveball, and that's low. Called low for ball 3. 3-1 count. People probably have no idea. Like, people just tuning in, like all the freshmen parents. They're just like, there's an Australian dude commentating like what? That ball's hit straight to the first baseman, and pitcher gets over there to make the play. It was a close play at first base. Brandon Parrott almost manages to beat it out, but he will be out. And Ty advances to second. 2 outs now. Runner on second base, and Bailey Russell comes to the plate. And Bailey hits it ground ball to the second baseman who makes that play for the third out of the inning. The score is now 7-1 after that 2-run inning in favour of Chat State. A new arm coming on the mound. Malachi Griggs for Chattanooga State, number 24, the right-handed pitcher, freshman. And we have a couple of changes, I believe, in the field. We now have number 8, Jordan Heath, catching. That is all the changes. Just the pitcher and the catcher, guys. All the other players remain. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Surely he's not warming up all his gear. Huh? Full gear. My apologies, folks. Bailey Russell is catching. Jordan Heath was just warming up. So the only change will be to the pitcher, Malachi Griggs, for Chat State. Malachi comes set for the top of the third inning. That ball's straight to the second baseman, Tyler Franklin, who flips it over. And a one-pitch, one-out situation here for the first out in this inning. Great stuff. One pitch, one out, one strike. You got to be happy with that, Malachi. Now we got no outs and a runner. Sorry, no runners. One out, no runners. Getting my words mumbled and jumbled. And yeah, I guess 2 pitches for 2 outs. Another pitch, another strike, another out. Sean Chili takes a hold of that one in center field. So we've now got no runners on and 2 outs. Let's see if we can get the hat trick. He takes that one straight down the middle for a strike. He was not swinging at that. You can't make that. Yeah. That's a good idea on the batter's behalf. You give a pitcher a 3-pitch inning and it's not a good one for the hitting team. So 0-1 count, 2 outs. And that one is a interesting shot that gets picked up by Brandon Parrott, and he throws it to the pitcher Malachi, who got on his route and got over there but just misses it. So the runner will take first base on that. It was an awkward hit. It was off the cap and kind of spun weirdly. It looked like it was going to second base and then ended up kind of sitting there on the ground at first base. Malachi got over. Brendan flipped it to him, but the runner got there in the end. So that will be 2 outs and runner on first base. Strike one comes in there.
Calling that a hit.
I mean, no. Maybe. No. It's kind of no man's land out there. The ball is swung out and missed for strike two. Malachi's thrown nothing but strikes this inning. Credit to him. That's what we like to see. Runner on first base with 2 outs and 2 strikes on this batter. Malachi's trying to get this done and dusted. That ball is lightly hit to left field where it bloops in, and Nick will pick that one up and throw it into second, and that batter gets a single. It was just a cheap hit there. Nothing you can really do about that. It's a good 2-strike and 2-out hit. Runners will now be on second and first with 2 outs, and a new count starts. That ball is low and away for the first ball of Malachi's outing today. That ball's fouled back for the first strike of this at-bat. 1-1 count now. Two-one count now. Now a 3-1 count. And runners on second and first. Malachi's got to really bear down here on this at bat. 2 outs. We want to force contact here. That ball's fouled off for strike 2. And a 3-2 count now comes into play. Runners will be going, so fielders need to know that. Runners will be going. It's 3-2 with 2 outs. And that ball is swung out and missed for a strikeout and the 3rd out of the inning. Great job, Malachi. Way to come back. And no runs will be scored for that inning. I believe there was 2 hits. 2 hits and no runs. Chris Tyler comes up to bat to lead off this bottom of the third. Another new pitcher for Bryan College. Another righty. And we have a new umpire from Bryan College. One of the coaches has come out to relieve Kyle Nunn of his duties. And I'm sure he's pleased about that. The pitch comes in. And it's going to be a ball up. Another ball up. 2-0 count. Chris check swings and manages to somehow hit it to second base, where the ground ball will be picked up and fielded, and he'll be thrown out at first. Unfortunate, that one. That was a 2-0 count, and he just got a little too eager to hit, I guess. 1 out now after that play. Max Small comes to the plate. He digs in. He sees that inside pitch, and I'm sure his eyes just lit up. But he fouls it off for strike one. That's Max's pitch right there, and he just missed it. And he knows it. Shaking his head down there. But that's okay. He's still got a lot to work with here. Another one. Almost the same pitch. And he's not happy that he fouls that one off again. 0-2 now. So Max has to work hard here. Max is just seeing the ball too well, I think, here. He sees it out of the hand so well and is a little eager to hit and ends up actually pulling it too far. A curveball in the dirt. Max says no to that one. 1-2 now, with 1 out and no runners on. I mean, you see a ball like this. It's like not even 80 miles probably. It's just coming out so flat and firm that you can understand. He has a check swing at that one. Doesn't get called. The ball was in the dirt. 2-2 count. Ooh, that same pitch comes in again. The inside pitch for Max, and he fouls it off to the left side. Just doesn't square that one up properly. I can't wait to see what happens when he does square it up, though. He's got a great swing, Max Small. Hey. Still 2-2 count here. Max fouls that one off again. And he takes that curveball for a strike and gets struck out looking there. Now there is 2 outs in this inning. And Tyler Franklin comes to bat, number 2, the second baseman for Chattanooga State. And hopefully he can do something here to work out a leadoff runner. He takes that pitch inside and low for ball 1. Tyler Franklin's he's a short guy, but he's got a lot of power in him when he hits. He takes that pitch, ball 2, outside. He's got a great eye on him. A 2-0 count. He takes a big hack at that one for strike 1. And that's a fair hack to have. I mean, it's 2-0. You got to be sitting fastball. 2-1 count now. That ball's in the dirt. 3-1 count. Another big hack on that 3-1 count, making it a 3-2 count. He swings and misses. We've got a full count here, guys. And that ball is fouled off down the third base line. Kind of slapped at that one. And a 3-2 count remains with 2 outs for Tyler Franklin. Nobody on base. And that curveball comes in. Tyler Franklin swings at it and gets struck out swinging for the 3rd out of that inning. No runs for Chattanooga State in the bottom of the 3rd. Malachi Griggs will remain on the mound for Chat State in the top of the 4th inning. And the score is 7-1. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Chattanooga State versus Bryan College. This is the top of the 4th. No outs and no runners on base. Malachi Griggs is on the mound, and he pitches for a swinging strike. Fastball, outside corner, perfectly painted there. Kyle Nunn's back out there for the umpire. 0-1 count. Now an 0-2 count. Malachi getting ahead early here. He comes straight down the middle with the fastball for strike. Maybe not. My apologies. Ball. 1-2 count now. And that will be strike 3. Drop 3rd strike. Bailey Russell picks up the ball, throws it to Brendan Parrott, makes the out. First out of the inning. One outs and no runners on base. A curveball coming in there, and it's just outside for ball 1. And I believe I see Nathan Derryberry warming up in the pen, who will likely be coming in next inning. Malachi winds up, makes the pitch, swinging miss, high fastball. Strike one in this at-bat, and a 1-1 count now. That ball's fouled straight back. Fastball there. And it's strike two in this at-bat. 1-2. One, two count now, folks, with one out. Curveball comes in, and it's in the dirt. Bailey manages to block it. That'll be ball two. 2-2 count now. Another curveball there in the dirt. 3-2 count now. Full count, one out, and no runners on. Malachi is going to hopefully come back with a fastball for a strike or a curveball for a strike. And that ball is called a... No, not a called strike. Sorry, guys. It's a fastball that was up, called for a ball. So now we have a runner on first base after that walk. One out. And new batter at the plate. Malachi goes for the pickoff. Unsuccessful. And I believe we're going to have a change of runners. Perhaps the catcher was at first base. Speed up runner. Speed up runner comes into play here, folks. So need to be wary. Malachi comes with a heater for ball one. I didn't know if that was low, high, down the middle, or what, but I felt like it was a strike. Regardless, it'll be a ball by Kyle Nunn's decisions. That ball hung a little bit there and gets blooped into left field for a single, where Nick will pick that up and throw it to third. So both runners, one of those runners will advance to second base, and the other one will remain at first. The hitter remains at first. One out, runners on second and first. That ball's up and away. And that'll be a ball. 1-0 count. That second pitch comes in, and it will be a strike right down the middle there. 1-1 count. Is Derryberry coming in? You? Ooh, a nice curveball there for a strike. Swinging miss. 1-2 count now. Yeah. Another curveball. It was a little high there. Tyler Franklin will field that ball, and he chooses to get just the out at first. It was a slow roller to Tyler Franklin, so he couldn't make that double play. But he gets himself an out. So now we have 2 outs, runners on second and third after that play. That curveball will come in for a ball, low and away, and Bailey does a great job of blocking that one. Fastball will be called a ball. Supposedly up. A little too high. 2-0 count now. Malachi needs to come back with a strike here and get himself the third out of the inning. Get away unscathed. That ball is hit high into right field where Max Schmoll makes the catch for the third out of the inning. No run score. And Malachi does exactly what we asked of him. Comes back with a fastball for a strike. Gets the out. Well done, Malachi. And Chattanooga State will now come back to bat for the bottom of the 4th inning. Stay tuned. And I believe the same pitcher will be throwing for Bryan College, the right-hander. Jet Kern is batting, and he hits that ball straight to the shortstop, where shortstop makes a play at first. There's a 1 pitch, 1 out for the pitcher. Jet Kern just gets run out there after that 6-3 play. Sean Shealy now up to bat, the switch hitter. He's had a good day so far. And first pitch, he'll ground ball that one to the second baseman, who makes the play. Has good hands there, getting rid of it nice and quick, and 2 pitches for 2 outs. This is almost identical to Malachi Griggs' inning just recently. 2 pitches and 2 outs. Let's see if Chat State can do something here with 2 outs. Hopefully Nick Blueball will be able to battle up. Curveball comes in for a ball. How do you pronounce his last name? Blue ball? Blue ball? I don't know. Yeah, okay. And Nick hits that one straight to the second baseman, who will make the third out of the inning. That's a 1-2-3 4-pitch inning for the Bryan College pitcher, and Chat State will not be happy with that result. 3 up, 3 down in 4 pitches is not much to show for that inning. And now pitching for the Chat State Tigers is Nathan Derryberry, number 16. The right-handed freshman. Hmm? Who? What? And we begin the top of the 5th inning. Nathan Derryberry on the mound. Throwing that first one high and inside for a ball. Strike 1 comes through. 1-1 count now. And that one's in the dirt for a ball. 2-1. That ball is pieced up, and a line drive goes straight to the left fielder, Nick Bluebog, and he catches that to make the first out of the inning. It's a well-pieced ball. Unfortunately, it was straight to a fielder. 1 out now, no runners on base. Nathan Derryberry comes in with a nice curveball for a strike there. He's got some good stuff, Derryberry does. I will say that. Haven't had the pleasure of watching him yet on the mound, but so far he's looking great. Check swing. Ball 1. 1-1 count now. Another ball in the dirt. Just released a little late there by Derryberry. Sparks that fastball. 2-1 count now. That ball paints the outside part of the plate for a strike. 2-2 count now, folks. That slider just gets away from him there and goes a little outside, making it a full count. That ball is fouled down the right field line. Just curves out into the foul territory there.
Yeah, it's still tight. I'm still tight.
Again, that ball will be fouled off directly back this time. And the full count remains. The hitter's not giving in, but neither is Derryberry. It's like a battle of David and Goliath out here. 3-2 count and 1 out. No runners on base. The pitch, a curveball, and it will be ball 4. It was great thinking by Derryberry to throw that curveball, but just unfortunate in the placement. And that batter will now be on first base with 1 out and a new hitter to the plate. Sorry? No, I'm good. That ball swung and missed for strike 1. It says here broadcast interrupted, but I'm sure it's on. I hope it's on.
It was hard. It said that last time, didn't it?
Did it?
Still on.
I don't know.
It's still on.
That ball comes in for strike 2. 0-2 count now. Derryberry's got a handle of it. Strike 3. Swung and missed. And that was a nice little curveball action there. The second out of the inning is now made. Still a runner on first. 2 outs. New batter. That'll be up. That curveball was up for a ball. 1-0 count. That one will be swung out and just missed. It was a high outside pitch. It goes foul for the first strike of this at-bat. 1-1 count now. Still with 2 outs and a runner on first base here. And I must say, the weather's looking stunning, to say the least. Much less cloud cover than the other day. That ball again is hit foul to the right side. And a 1-2 count. That ball's straight up high and is in foul territory. Gets caught. Gets caught by Brandon Parrott. There was a high fly ball in foul territory on the first base side of the field, and Brandon Parrott makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. No run score. And we're back with the bottom of the 5th inning. Number 23, Ty Delancey, will lead us off. Another new pitcher for Bryan College. And yet again, another right-hander. He winds up. Fastball up. Ball 1. Are you after running? Are you strong? That was a fastball for a strike on the outside part of the plate. Yeah, 1-1 count. A little sidearm action there. Ty Delancey line drives that one, and it goes straight to the left fielder. That's an unfortunate one. Good piece of hitting, but gets swallowed up by the left fielder. 1 out. No runners on base. And Brandon Parrott, the big man, left-hander, will come to the plate. Another little bit of sidearm action, and it is a called ball. I believe it was a strike also. 1-0 count. 1 out. The pitch. Low. Ball 2. A lot of balls being put in play today. A lot of aggressive hitting from both sides. That's what we like to see. That ball is very inside, and Brandon Parrott turns on it. It gets flied straight into the sky on the right side of the field in foul territory, and the first baseman picks it up for a catch, making the 2nd out of the inning. Now, folks, you probably didn't see that ball, but it was a moonshot. That was a high fly ball. It was up there for a good while, I will say that. Bailey Russell's now to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on base. And he fouls that one off straight to Coach Dennis on the left side of the field down at the third base coach's box, making it strike 1. Chat State have been a little quiet with the runs recently. No. That ball is inside, a little too far inside. 1-1 count now. That's Leo. That's Leo, guy from last year. That ball was right down the middle and absolutely smoked by Bailey, but similar to Ty Delancey, it gets swallowed up by the left fielder. And unfortunately, both of those well-pieced hits were taken by Bryan College left fielder. And that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. The score remains 7-1. And Chat State have now had a few zeros being put up on the board after a quick dash out the front gate. So maybe they're going to turn that around in the near future. But for now, Nathan Derryberry remains on the mound, and no changes to the field. First pitch comes in and is a high ball. That ball is high and inside for ball 2. 2-0 count, no runners on base, and no outs at the beginning of the 6th inning. Bryan College yet to get a second run. That ball's hit quite well, but goes foul. Way foul, as a matter of fact. 2-1 count now. Fastball up, 3-1 count. Good hitting count for the Bryan College hitter. Ground ball straight to Jet Kern, who throws it over and gets the out. First out of the inning. No one is on base, and a new hitter will come to face Nathan Derryberry. That ball is swung out and missed. It was a little early on that, as a matter of fact. The first strike on the batter. A little cutter action, I believe, comes through. 1-1 count. 1-1 count after that ball. That ball's just released too late and goes all the way to the back net. Two, 1 count. The pitch is swung at and missed, and the hitter is not happy that he missed that one. 2-2 count. Yeah, he was frustrated, that's for sure. Not good to be doing that and a 2-2 count, because then that pitch there comes in and gets called for strike 3, and he gets even more frustrated. That was a great pitch. It was a great spot for Nathan Derryberry to hit. Excellent curveball. And the second out was made for this inning. Good little bit of pitching from both sides recently. Swing and miss. Nathan Derryberry is locked in. He's loaded. He's ready to go. He's about to just dominate this hitter. 0-1 count. 2 out. Oh, he's throwing the heater. I could feel the oomph in that one from here. He throws that heater in for strike 2, and he's about to throw another one, I'm sure of it. And there it is. Yep, he throws it and starts running off. He knew that one was out before he even started that at-bat. Nathan Derryberry comes and shuts the door. Well done. Third out of the inning, and we will see you in a bit for Chat State. Hopefully having a little hit. We now have a left-hander coming in for Bryan College. Number 18, Christopher Tyler, comes up to the plate to lead us off in this inning. And let's see if Chris can get us a leadoff runner on base so we can go to work. Pitch comes straight in for strike one, down the middle. That ball was off speed and hit Chris in the shin after bouncing on the grass, but nonetheless, we'll take the free base. Now bringing up the left-hander Max Small, the 9-hole hitter, with a runner on first base and no outs. Sorry, 8-hole hitter, maybe. The pickoff from the left-handed pitcher. Chris is called safe. He dives back in time. The strike is called. 0-1 count. No outs and a runner on first base for Max Small. He might drop a little bunt down here. Yep. That ball was very slow, and I'm talking like it almost went backwards, folks. That was slow. I don't know if that was a knuckleball or like a superb changeup, but that ball was slow. Max was right out in front of that. He fouled that one off. 0-2 count now. Another pickoff. He slowed his arm down so much. And he hits Max with the slow ball, the reverse ball, and Max will take a base. So now we got no runners on, no outs and 2 runners on. Runners on second and first. Tyler Franklin coming to the plate, who likely will do some damage here if the pitcher can't throw strikes. We've got a lineup of 1 to 9 today that are all superb hitters for Chat State.
It'd be cool if we could have a separate mic.
He drops the bunt down, and that's a perfectly executed bunt.
Hell yeah.
That's a perfectly executed bunt by Tyler Franklin. It just goes right past the pitcher, and the third baseman was staying home. Nowhere near that ball. He was not getting that one. Pitcher gets left out to dry, and Tyler Franklin makes it to first base. All bases are loaded now with no outs, and number 13, unlucky for some, Jet Kern at the plate. The ball's up and away. Jet Kern's been a solid shortstop so far for Chat State. And he check swings that one and it gets fouled off. Straight back. 1-1 count now. No outs. The bases are loaded. It's go time for Jet Kern here. Whoops. Jet Kern absolutely ropes that ball, and that's down the line. 1 scores, 2 scores, and Tyler Franklin will get to third. Jet Kern will get to second.
Wait.
That is a double with 2 runs scoring. Great piece of hitting by Jet Kern.
Bottom 6 or bottom 7? 6. Bottom 6.
Maybe 7. Sean Shealy coming up right-handed now for a change. And he slaps at that one, fouls it off to the right side for the first strike of his at-bat here. So now 2 runs have scored, still no outs, and runners are on second and third after that beautiful piece of hitting by Jet Kern. I wish you guys could have seen it. It was right down that third baseline. Sean gets way out in front with the slow ball. I don't know what to call that pitch, honestly. It's definitely off speed, but I feel like it's some sort of knuckleball change-up combo. So 2 strikes for now on Sean. No outs. He's got to battle up here. He's got to try and score at least one of these runs. That was a curveball, and Sean scores that run and beats out that play by far. The shortstop didn't have the hands to get that ball out quick enough. Sean hits that one just to the left-hand side of the shortstop. But, I mean, if you're going to get Sean Shealy out, you pretty much got to be throwing it on the run when you field it. He's got some wheels, that kid. So no outs and runners on second and first. That run will score, bringing Nick Blueball to the plate. And that pitch is inside for a strike. So, ladies and gentlemen, theoretically, with Sean Shealy inclusive here, the switch hitter, we could have 4 lefties in a row. We got Sean, Nick, Ty, and then Brandon. And that's lefty-lefty now in this inning, but, I mean, we've had righties the whole other time, so... Oh, that pitch is drilled to the left side, and left fielder will catch it. There's a fly ball to the left fielder here by Nick Blueball, and no runners advance. 1 out now. Still runners on second and first after that fly ball. But like I was saying... Oh, sorry. Yeah. The switch hitter, Ty Delancey, comes up. Comes up righty. So yeah, Sean Shealy's a switch hitter, Ty Delancey's a switch hitter. Ball 1. So the first 4 guys in the lineup theoretically could all be hitting left-handed. That's a big deal. Ty Delancey absolutely spanks that ball. That ball is going, and it goes 1 bounce over the fence in the left center. That ball was what we in the business call smoked. Well done, Ty. And like I said earlier, folks, you don't see Ty Delancey not square up a ball very often. One of those runs scores, so Ty's on second, Sean's on third, and Brandon Parrott up to the plate. One of those lefties. He gets a pitch outside and gets away from the catcher. And Sean tries to take home, and the catcher manages to actually tag him before he gets there. So he's called out. No run scores. As a questionable decision on Sean Shealy's part, but also unfortunate that the ball didn't actually dribble away further. 2 outs now. Runner on third base. And Brendan Parrott Brandon Parrott smokes the ball to right field. It was a line drive to right field, and the right fielder had started going back until realizing that ball was actually directly at him, and he turned around, fell straight to the ground, and somehow, by an act of God, I guess, he managed to catch that. But boy, was it awkward. And that will end the inning after that instance. So 4 runs actually scored that inning, guys. So a good little comeback from Chat State on the hitters' behalf. Credit to them. As well paced balls there. Ty Delancey coming up hot. Jet Kern coming up hot. And now, on the mound for Chat State, Ronnie Pipemere, the freshman right-hander. And a couple of fielding changes, actually. We now have number 17, Cameron Oliver, in right field. We've got number 35, Jackson Justice, at first base. Ty Delancey's now gone from third base to second base. Christopher Tyler, now behind the dish. We have number 10, Branson Bowling, at third base. Jet Kern remains at shortstop. Sean Chile remains at center field. And Jacob Holton now in left field. So almost a new lineup here, guys, except for Ty Delancey, Jet Kern, and Sean Chile. And Chris Tyler goes behind the dish, but he was the designated hitter. So we've got a couple of new guys in the field. Great to watch. And Ronnie Pipemere on the mound, chucking the gas. Bit more cloud cover than it was at previous. It's been a humid day, I will say that. I'm feeling sorry for those guys out in the field. And the inning begins with a ball. Oh, my apologies, guys. Noah Fitzgerald's now the umpire, taking over Kyle Nunn's duties. Let's see if he does a good job out here. Ball one. That ball is a fly ball straight to Sean Chile, who'll absolutely eat that one up, as he does most balls. Ronnie does a great job chucking a strike there, getting his first out of the inning. So now we've got one out and no runners on. Ball comes in for a strike on the outside part of the plate. Great framing by Chris Tyler there. Manages to just get that call from Noah Fitzgerald out there. A little low and a little outside there for a ball. 1-1 count now. That ball is going to be up. 2-1 count. It's a warm day. Pitch is swung at and missed. 2-2 count now. Let's see if Ronnie can just end it here for this guy. And he brings that count to full. Ronnie throws it just a little outside for ball 4. Walks the batter there, but hopefully he can get himself a ground ball, double play perhaps. 1 out and a runner on first here. We'll have to see. Ball 1. I mean, I like him anywhere really. But yeah, I think he's pretty good. Yeah, ball. Ball 2 comes in there. Ronnie just needs to come back with a strike here. Hopefully get himself a ground ball out. Just a little high. He's close, but just not getting in there. 3-0. And for all of you watching, it's currently 11-1 ball game in favour of Chat State, and that will come in for 4 straight balls, walking the second batter of the inning. But no biggie. We've got one out, and no runs have currently scored, but Ronnie needs to get ahead now if he's going to get out of this inning with a positive outcome. He comes straight back with a strike. Fastball for a strike on the inside part of the plate. 0-1 count, 1 out, and runners on second and first. Curveball comes in, and it's crossed up Chris Tyler, obviously, because that was not expected, I believe. But regardless, he gets a strike, so meh. Chris has a little chat with him, says, "Hey bud, don't cross me up." 0-2 count. Oof. That was very close to hitting the batter, but it was a nice inside pitch. I'll give him that. Fastball up and in. Ball 1 though. 1-2 count, no problems. Probably going to come back with the curveball here, I'd say. But that's just me. I would have been incorrect. Fastball outside. Ball 2. 2-2 count here. And there's a little bit more cloud coverage than one would like. Hopefully no monsoons like the other day. I don't know if everybody here was watching the other day, but there was a serious storm that came through, and it was a beautiful day. And then next thing you know, shabam, field's flooded. Game over. That batter just got struck out. Sorry for my tangent. The second out of the inning was made after a fastball on the inside part of the plate. Struck the guy out. Well done, Ronnie. Noah Fitzgerald doesn't know whether to call that a strike or a ball, or he just waves his hand in the air and expects people to know it was a ball. I digress. Ronnie comes set. And a ball on the inside part of the plate. 2-0. 2 outs. Runners on second and first. And there's a little shift on the in the outfield. Sean Chili's told Jacob in left field to come in a little bit for this lefty. Shade in a little. He's probably not going to hit it that far if he does hit it. Ball 3. 3-0. After that strikeout, Ronnie can't walk this guy. So he's going to come back with a strike here. Hopefully. Touch wood. Ronnie loads the bases up here with 2 outs. No runs have scored as of yet in the top of the 7th inning, but if he walks another, there's certainty in that statement. The left-handed hitter comes up, and a new count forms. Ronnie zings that one in there for a strike. Great job. Hopefully he can get out of this inning with a cheap ground ball right here. He comes in. That's a strike as well. 0-2. And I commend Ronnie for coming back after that walk with 2 straight fastballs for strikes. See if he can finish the job. And a swing and miss strikeout. I tip my cap. Loaded bases and 2 outs. 1, 2, 3. Slams the door. And let's go hit. That's what Ronnie said. Wasn't staying out there. And we'll now see another pitching change for Bryan College. And we'll be right back with the bottom of the 7th inning. No runs scored in the top of the 7th also. And Sean Cheely will lead us off as a left-handed batter this inning. Hopefully the fielders know that he's got wheels, and if he puts a ball on the ground, they've got to get rid of it, because they haven't taken that into account for the last 3 at-bats, I guess. The ball comes in for ball 1. Bit of sidearm action from this pitcher, the new right-handed pitcher. Ball 2. Oh, Sean gives that one a little slap to left center, and the center fielder manages to make a good enough route to get that ball. But I commend Sean on that hit. That was a good piece of hitting. 1 out. And the new hitter, Cameron Oliver, comes into play here. Oh, he squares around for a bunt, and that's a perfectly done bunt right there. He beats it out. Well done, Cameron Oliver. Excellent. He sees third baseman's playing deep. He goes, hey, I'm a drag bunt. Boom. That's well-executed baseball right there. So now we've got a runner on first, 1 out, and Jacob Holton, the left-hander, comes up to bat, number 9 for Chat State. Cameron Oliver comes into the game with a great execution of a bunt there. There's nothing you can do about that as a fielder. Just tip your cap. Ball 1 comes into Jacob. And a 1-0 count. Runner on first base. And Jacob goes oppo-boppo with this one. He puts it down the left field line. The left fielder was playing more pull side for him as a left-hander, and he puts it down left field instead. Gets himself a double out of it. Cameron Oliver advances to third base. Great piece of hitting from Cameron Oliver. Great piece of hitting from Jacob Holton. Excellent job. Now we've got 1 out, and the left-hander, number 35, Jackson Justice, comes to the plate. Let's see if the big friendly giant can do some damage here. He takes a good rip at that one, fouls it off. Some shady looking clouds coming through. I will say that. It's a shade of grey that I don't like, I must say. As a baseballer, don't like seeing that. Way outside. The catcher manages to block it up, save the run from being scored. Jackson spits on that one for ball one. 1-1 count now. Still one out, and a runner's on second and third, folks. 11-1 score still. Jackson slaps that ball on the ground to third base. Third baseman makes the throw over to first, and it's a little off, but the third baseman manages to get the tag down on Mr. Justice. So the out will be made. Second out. Cameron Oliver's probably should have advanced to home after that throw, but I'm not one to talk. So runners are still on second and third. And Ty Delancey's up to bat. Fouls with the first one off for strike one. He's hoping to get himself a base hit and score 2 runs here, I assume. That's a good outcome to have. That ball goes way outside. The catcher has to dive for it. Pardon? Put that in the probs not category. Is that thunder right here? Ty Delancey, he's Mr. Reliable out here, I swear. He just puts a little line drive out in there to left field side. Good piece of opposite field hitting. Scores 1 run, gets himself a single. And so Cameron Oliver advanced to home and scored. Jacob Holton advanced to third base. Ty is now on first. We've got a first and third situation here with 2 outs. And I would not be surprised if Coach Dennis had a little cheeky first and third play to be put on here. Brandon Parrott up at the plate currently and gets called strike on that outside part of the plate. I'm telling you right now, Brandon Parrott gets a ball inside. He's going to unleash. There it is. Unleashed. Like I said, that ball is deep, deep, deep. And like a man, I'm telling you, I'm a fortune teller, guys. That ball went dead center, bounced once and went straight over the fence. Brandon Parrott, excellent piece of hitting. That ball was smoked. And Jacob Holton will score. Ty Delancey gets the third on that ground rule double. And Brandon will be at second. And now Branson Bowling, left-hander, number 10, comes up to bat for the first at-bat of the game for him. A cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 2 runs have scored total here. It was a great 2-out hit for Ty, and then a great 2-out hit for Brandon. A little bit of curveball action in the dirt. Ball 1. 1-1 count. Let's see if Branson can come in the game here with 2 outs and do us a job. That ball comes in for a strike. 1-2 count now. He's got to battle up. A good foul off by Branson. Still a 1-2 count. He fouls that one straight back. Outside pitch. Not a pitch you really want to be hitting. Unless you like outside pitches, which is quite a rarity in this game. Not many people seem to like that pitch. That ball is just thrown straight to the back net. Ty Delancey comes in and almost breaks his legs trying to half slide. That was peculiar, to say the least. But hopefully he's all right. He didn't end up sliding. He just kind of stumbled. And I'm sure he's okay. 2-2 count. Runner on third base now. One of those runs scored. 2 outs. And the outside pitch, Branson has a swing out and misses. Strikeout for the third out of the inning. 1 runner left on third base. And 3 runs scored that inning, making it now a 14-1 ball game in favor of Chat State. A bunch of really good 2-out hits in that inning, and it's a commendable effort. And Ronnie Pipemere, number 34, will remain on the mound for this second inning in a row. And the top of the 8th inning ensues. Fastball. It's fouled off directly backwards. Strike one. How good's my vocab, though?
So what's
How good's my vocab? I said, how good? That ball's slapped. It was left high. There's a fastball left high, and the hitter puts that one into left field. Rolls to the fence, and he'll get a double out of that one. Jacob Holton playing relatively shallow in left field, but regardless, it would have probably gone over his head if he was playing straight up. So that's not his fault by any stretch of the word. There may be a few spits of rain coming in the near future, or now. I'm not sure. We'll keep you posted. The wind's definitely coming in. We can see it howling from here. Runner on second base and none out. And bunt play may happen here. And Ronnie comes out with a fastball for a ball. That was Landon getting that ball. Yeah. A 1-0 count and a runner on second base with no outs. You'd think that they're trying to score this run here, but Chris Tyler gets crossed up and gets rid of the ball. That ball just got past Chris. He assumed it was probably a curveball and came in a fastball. Came in too hot for him to actually get. So the runner takes third there on that mistake. And that was ball 2, ladies and gentlemen. 2-0 count, runner on third base. And no outs. Bryan College are going for a run here. That ball's a strike. Huh? The rain? Yeah. Oh, damn. 2-1 count. Yeah, the wind's going to push it in. Curveball for a ball. 3-1 count now. What a bother, dude. It was so nice before. I don't understand how weather changes just like literally like that. That's ball 4. And nobody realized. Oh, no, there we go. Ball 4. So now we've got a first and third situation with no outs. Chris Tyler walks out and gives the signals. And a left-handed batter up. You'd like to think that Ronnie can get us a double play ball here. That guy's going. No, maybe not. Strike 1. 0-1 count. No outs. And runners on first and third in the top of the 8th inning. Ooh, he. No. So the pitch was thrown, the batter squared around, and it was actually going at him. He managed to still bunt the ball. Ronnie came in and actually managed to get the out at home in the end, which was good. It was a tag play at home, so runners are now on first and second after that interesting bunt play. I don't know how to commentate that one, honestly. Okay, so a new batter came through, and ball was fouled off for a strike. So now 0-1 with 1 out. So no run scored there, folks. And the bunter is safe at first. No play was made at first. It was at home. 2 strikes now on the batter after that tasty curveball. Ronnie does a great job there of getting his out at home, I guess. He just saw him. He was like, hey, man, what are you taking home for? There's no point. So no run scores. Heads up play by Ronnie. 1-2. Yep. One and 2 count. And Ty Delancey shades in for a pickoff, but Ronnie decides to go to the plate. The ball gets fouled off. Still a 1-2 count and 1 out. And now Jet and Ty come to chat with Ronnie about that pickoff. They're just probably saying, if we shade in and we break for daylight, don't go to the plate, because we don't want either of our middle infielders getting caught up at the base for a pickoff, and then pitcher goes to the plate, and then the batter will more often than not end up hitting it in the gap where they were. So that's a mistake that doesn't need to be made. A 2-2 count now after that ball. Ronnie just needs himself a quick double play ball to get out of here. And a strikeout will help. So there goes that. Nice little curveball piece. And he gets himself a K. 2 outs. Runners on second and first. So this has gone from no outs and a runner on third to 2 outs, runners on first and second with no runs scored. So that's pretty good. And Jet Kern comes in for a pickoff attempt, and Ronnie says there's no point in even throwing it, really. Which I agree with. He doesn't have a serious lead. And we got 2 outs. There's no point playing with him. Comes in with a curveball. It's outside for a ball. Now, I might be biased as a pitcher, but if I see a guy with that type of lead out there, I don't know if you guys can all see, but he's no point messing with. There's 2 outs. Just get your batter. Sorry. Ball 2. There's no point giving up fielding position. Just let him be, unless he's got a ridiculous lead, which he doesn't. He has a pretty regular lead. That's getting ridiculous. Yeah. Okay, now it's understandable. Ball 3. 3-0. Yeah, that guy at second's getting quite a secondary lead. So Chris Tyler's probably behind the dish there, and questioning whether or not to throw him out. He was probably ready to. Yeah. That is a ball 4. Chris Tyler was getting ready to throw the ball over, and Ronnie went to the plate again with runners with a big lead, and Chris, yeah. Keep getting my words jumbled. I've just been speaking for like the last 2 hours. Loaded bases, folks, and 2 outs. That hit is... Oh, it's gotten past Cameron Oliver. It was never going to be caught, but it should have been fielded at least. And not 1 run, but 2 runs now score after that little mishap in right field. That ball was... It was put through the first and second base gap, straight to Cameron Oliver on the ground, but he's accidentally overran it. And 2 runs now score. Runners now on first and third, rather than loaded still. 2 outs remain, and a new batter comes to the plate. The score is now 3-14. And a pass ball will make that 4-14. Both runners advance 1 base. Runner on second, and 1 run scores after that pass ball. Ball 1 on the batter. That foul was a foul ball. Sorry, that pitch was a foul ball to the right side. Strike 1. 1-1 count. Outside and low for a ball. 2-1. That's a high ball, but it's going to go out of play. It was in left field. Very high foul ball. Yeah, as we in the business call a long strike. 2-2 count now with 2 outs, and Ronnie's going to try and close the door here, and report back to the bench. Come on, Ronnie. 3-2 count now. The count is full. There's a make or break situation here. Yes. Strike 3. Inning ends. 3 runs end up scoring. Ronnie gets that strikeout to end the inning. And damage control was okay there. Not a massive inning. Only 3 runs.
I'm gonna go check and see if I'm throwing. I'm throwing after check.
And we're back with the bottom of the 8th inning here. Christopher Tyler going to lead us off. Bit of sidearm curveball action for a ball. Ooh. A high inside fastball for another ball. Making it 2-0. No outs. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, it's currently 4-14 in favour of Chat State. That ball comes in there for a strike. Making it that a 2-1 count. That's a low pitch. 3-1 count now. Chris Tyler's probably in a hitting mindset here. Oh yeah, he is. Line drive to left field. Gets himself a single. Great way to start the inning off, Chris. And Jet Kern now up to the plate. After that double in the last inning, he's hoping to keep the hot streak going. And quick shout out to all the Tennessee and Georgia residents who are tuning in. And a couple from Alabama. And a couple from Australia maybe. Shout out the Peace City homies. That ball is outside. Ball 1. Fouled off to the right side. That'll be a strike, making it a 1-1 count with no outs and Christopher Tyler over there on first base. And least we forget the Kentucky residents. Shout out to them also. Tuning in today to watch this wonderful game. Yeah, Chris out there on first base almost gets caught by a back pick from the catcher. He knows he was dead as well. I don't know why the catcher didn't throw it. Chris knew he was gone. That was a way big of a secondary. But regardless, 1-1 count. Sorry, 2-1 count. And that ball's going to be there. A strike. Down the middle. 2-2 count. Chris looks like he's getting ready to go somewhere. I don't know about that one, Chief. That ball's fouled straight back, so the count will remain 2-2. Christopher Tyler's out here at first base thinking he's got some wheels or something. Getting pretty big lead off. Jet Kern remains in the box, battling up there. And he spits on the curveball. Well done, Jet. Good piece of eyes right there. Pair of eyes, sorry. The count is full now. And Chris gets going. Chris gets on his horse to break up that double play, and he will be safe. Jet will be out. And Jet hits that one to the shortstop, who attempts to get the double play, but Chris got in there early because he was stealing. Unfortunately for Jet, he doesn't make it. So now we have Sean Cheely coming up to the plate with a runner on second base and 1 out. And Sean's decided to go left-handed this at-bat. It's a low fastball for a ball. And that ball is sky high to the left fielder, who will swallow that up for the second out. Chris remains at second base. And now Cameron Oliver, who did a great bunt last inning, comes up to the plate now with 2 outs. and a runner on second base. Let's see if he can execute here with a nice base hit to score a run in this fairly dismal moment. Slider for a ball. Scoring a run in this situation would really put a brightener on the situation. Yeah, one ball. That one comes straight in, flat for a strike. 1-1 count, 2 outs. Runner on second. Cameron doesn't like that pitch at all. That's way outside. 2-1. Big swing at that one. To no result. 2-2 count. This is where the magic's going to happen here. 2-2 count with 2 outs and a runner on second base. There's a lot of twos. That ball gets past the catcher. It was a high inside slider, I believe. Gets past him and Chris advances to third base. So the count's now full. And we have a runner on third. Make or break right here. And it is break for the pitcher who walks Cameron Oliver. And a good pair of peepers on his behalf. That ball was just outside. So first and third with 2 outs now. And a new batter, Jacob Holton. Number 9 for Chat State, the left fielder. He comes back with a strike, the pitcher, making it an 0-1 count. Jacob could have put a real good sting on a ball last inning down the left field line. Let's see if he can do something here again. And Cameron Oliver's likely to steal, I would say. Oof! Big swing right there. Inside pitch, and he goes for it. He went for that one. But he fouled it straight off. That was a very inside pitch, almost at his knee. So it's 0-2 now. 2 outs. I'm going to say Cameron Oliver's going to get going here. Yep. And that pitch is fouled off. I think a little first and third action is in order. I want to see something happen. Don't you, Nick? Yeah, you sure do. 0-2 count, 2 outs, first and third. Let's see something happen here. Runner's going. Ball's outside. He tries to get framed. He moves his glove a good, or let's say, 3 inches. Tries to get that call. Noah Fitzgerald says, no, sir, not today. No, sir. You aren't fooling me with that shenanigans. So now we have a stolen base there by Cameron Oliver. Two outs, runners on second and third. The ball's hit straight up the middle by Jacob Holton on a line where the center fielder is standing, and he just eats it up, unfortunately for Jacob. That was great contact, I will say that. So they get out of that inning with no runs scored, but a couple of really good at-bats by Cameron Oliver and Jacob Holton. Shout-outs to them. And on the mound for your Chat State Tigers now is Jacob McCoy. My brain had cogs ticking there for a little bit. But Jacob McCoy, ladies and gentlemen, the right-handed freshman for Chat State. 25, number 25, Jacob McCoy. I don't have a team list up here, so I've got to go on memory. And I do remember everybody's names, but sometimes last names just, they get to you. They throw me through a loop, yes. That's exactly right, Nick. And I believe there's no other fielding changes. Jacob McCoy on the mound here. Hopefully going to do some dealing in the top of the ninth here. Top of the ninth here. Top of the ninth here, buddy. Yeah, they scored no runs, yeah. How about it, eh? The score remains 14-4. But three of those 4 runs for the Bryan College lads were scored last inning. So let's see if they can do something here again. Jacob McCoy is probably saying that's a no-go. Chris Tyler with a beautiful throw over to second there. And there's a big lad brought to the plate. That's a big fella. Right-handed swinger for Bryan College. Who?
What's his last name?
Who? Chris. Chris Tyler. Yeah. You're a fool, mate. I hope this mic hasn't been muted the whole time. That's all good. All right, let's get this underway. Top of the ninth, Jacob McCoy on the mound. Big fella at the plate. He takes an absolute mammo hack, fouls it straight back. That's strike 1 there. Jacob McCoy on the mound, not messing about. He's going straight for the jugular. And puts that ball in the dirt. Ball 1. Another strike coming in there, making that a 1-2 count for Jacob McCoy. He's in favour here. Big fella at the plate is not looking too sharp. He tries to come back with a curveball. Chris Tyler blocks it up. It's in the dirt. And that'll be ball 2. Chris Tyler's looking a little worse for wear after that one, I believe, is the term, after that block. But I'm sure he's okay as the play continues. He takes a big hack again and fouled straight back. Has a high inside pitch. 2-2 count remains. Another curveball in the dirt. It brings the count to full. No energy down there. Really? And in that 3-2 count, Jacob throws a fastball that gets just kind of blooped into right field there. It wasn't a bloop, but it wasn't a line drive. It was just kind of off the bat, a little slow. So that'll be a single for the Bryan College hitter. He battled up quite well there. Jacob McCoy unfazed. He knows that he can get himself a quick ground ball double play here with ease. That ball is sent up high. It's in foul territory, but Jackson Justice makes the play just by the gate. He manages to snag that ball. Well done, Jackson. So he gets himself one out. Mr. McCoy gets himself an out there. One pitch, one out. That's what we like to see. Let's see if he can get another pitch, a ground ball, double play, and say, see you later, boys. Fastball, just a little low there for the first ball of this at-bat. I'm ready for a large nap, my friend. That ball's fouled off to the right side, a very large foul ball, and perhaps one of the cars in the car park has become victim to that foul ball. Let's hope not. 1-1 count. 1 out, runner on first. Jacob McCoy comes set. Ooh, a nice little cutter slider action. It gets the hitter to swing. That's a real nice pitch there. 1-2 count now. Mm. 1-2 count. And a high inside fastball will be called a ball. Ooh, that was a good pitch. That was a very good pitch. That was a nice curveball, tight spin, rotation, and it had just cut through the lower half of the outside part of the plate. I thought it was a strike, but it's been called a ball. 3-2 count, and that ball is put into left center where Sean Shirley makes a nice sliding, diving play, catches that ball, throws it to first, and unfortunately Jackson Justice doesn't manage to stretch out and get it. It was just a little offline on that first base. Jackson tried to stretch out and get it, but just couldn't make it all the way. So unfortunately, we only get one of those outs. But Sean Shirley, great play out in center field there, or center left. He slides in, catches that ball, gets straight up and tries to throw him out at first, but we only got one of the two. So 2 outs and a runner remains on first. Jacob steps off. Takes a little time to relax and regather his thoughts. They're probably mind-boggled after that wicked dive. Oh! That ball is line drive to left field. Just over Jet Kern's head. Wasn't catchable for Jet Kern, that's for sure. And it wasn't catchable for Jacob Holden in left field. So it's a nice single for the Bryan College hitter and advances the runner to second base and himself to first. Good 2-out hit for him. And now Jacob McCoy has to bear down on the mound here as this new batter comes up with 2 outs. Runners on second and first. Comes out with a slider for a ball. Ty Delancey comes in for a attempted pickoff, and Jacob McCoy didn't want a bar of it. He just steps off and says, nah, I'm going to get this guy. 1 ball on the batter. Very close to hitting the batter there on that inside pitch, but it will just get called for ball 2. That ball's high in the sky to center right, where Sean Shirley is camped underneath, takes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. Tosses that back in and says, yep. Easy peasy. No runs have scored in that inning. And coming up for the start of the bottom of the 9th inning is number 35, the first baseman, Jackson Justice. Alrighty, folks. Jackson takes a big hack at that one, and that'll be strike one. It's a lefty on lefty composition here. New pitcher on the mound for Bryan College. Again, left-hander. Jackson's unfazed about that first strike. He throws that little off-speed pitch there for another strike, called. Oh, 2 count now. And he tries to come back again with the off-speed, but gets called for a ball. Jackson takes a hack at what probably was a ball, but it was a low outside fastball and gets K'd up. Now we got Ty Delancey up. Need I say less about him? That ball's fouled off to the right side and will remain foul. One strike on the batter. Another line drive foul ball. And that one's going to be on the roof of the locker room. We're not getting that one back. And yes, we are. It dropped off the roof. Huh. 2 strikes on Ty Delancey, folks. Ball 1. 1-2 count now. And that ball is hit, ground ball to the shortstop, who gets it, makes the play at first with ease. And that will be the second out, of the inning. We've had 2 up, 2 down so far for the left-handed Bryan pitcher. He's done quite well. But will he get past Brandon Parrott? I don't think so. He comes inside with a fastball, and I don't know how that got. I mean, that was a strike. I would have thought Brandon Parrott would want that one over the fence, but he tries for that one instead, and strike 2 as he misses. So 0-2 count with 2 outs. Brandon's got to battle up here. I'd say this lefty will come for some off speed, but what do I know? I know nothing apparently. He comes with a fastball, fouled off. Still 0-2. So much for me being a fortune teller. It's just 0-2. That ball is again fouled off to the left side and won't be in play anytime soon. The count remains 0-2. An off-speed pitch, and it's hit high to the left field side, but the left fielder manages to get under it and make that catch for the 3rd out of that inning. And Brandon Parrott's not pleased with himself, but it was a well-hit ball to the left field side, just not deep enough. So there'll be no runs scored in that inning, and Jacob McCoy will now come through to the top of the 10th inning here at Chat State. Score remains 14-4. Jacob McCoy will start this inning off again on the mound. And he starts it off with what I thought was a strike, but is apparently a ball. It's hard to see from up here in this press box, but it was a nice pitch. Ooh! How did that man not get? See, that angle. Another ball. Very close to the man's head. From what I saw, at least. Oh, that ball's lined in the air straight to a one Mr. Sean Cheely, who takes the catch. One out this inning. And Jacob McCoy winds up. The pitch comes in for a ball high. A 1-0 count with one out and no runners on base. And that ball again is straight dead center, high in the sky, and Sean Cheely makes the play once again. 2 fly balls to Sean Cheely. He's having a bit of a day out there, he is. There's now 2 outs for this inning. Jacob McCoy is going to try Let me try that again. Jacob McCoy is going to try and make quick work of this Bryan College team. And I'm going to try and see if I can not jumble my words up. Strike 1 on the batter. Two outs. 0-1. A curveball comes in, and that ball is foul. Branson Bowling was hoping it wasn't foul so he could make a nice play because he got that ball and he got it quick. He was ready to throw that thing right over. It was to his backhand side, right down the line. But unfortunately foul. And the ball outside there. Now a 1-2 count here with 2 outs. Freshman Jacob McCoy making quick work. And a scarily close curveball for a ball. Noah Fitzgerald just calls that one a little low. 2-2 count now. Ooh! Smoked him in the back. Right between the shoulder blades. Not nice. I feel his pain. That was a heater straight to the back for that hitter. Unfortunately, Jacob McCoy probably not happy about that one. It was in a 2-2 count there, but sometimes stuff like that happens. So now we've got runner on first base and a new batter with 2 outs. He comes out with the fastball a little low for a ball. A pass ball, and the runner advances to second base now. So runner in scoring position here with 2 outs for Bryan College. Jacob McCoy is obviously not going to try and let that up. Batter has 2-0. Count on him, so he's ready to hit. Jacob comes set. And comes right inside. Almost hitting the batter, it feels like, but not succeeding to hit him, but making the count 3-0. Hopefully going to come back with a strike here. And he doesn't, so the batter will be walked. And now creating a second and first situation with 2 outs. What? The pitch, and it's a ball up. And that's a strike. 1-1 count. One, two count. The 1-2 count and the swinging foul. Foul ball. Remains a 1-2 count with 2 out. That ball is supposedly up and creates a 2-2 count.
But he said, depending on
And there is a strikeout for the 3rd out of the inning. And that puts up a 0 again for Bryan College. And Chat State will come back in the bottom of the 10th to try and score some more runs, and the score will be 14-4.
And welcome back, folks. Here we have Branson bowling up to bat, fouling that first ball off for strike one. Branson smokes that one, and it's going high into left field. Well hit ball, but unfortunately just a little too high, and left field takes a hold of it for the first out of the inning. And Chris Tyler now up to bat. Probably bat his 7th or 8th at bat today. So he's seen the ball. That's for sure. The catcher for Chat State at the moment. Gets plugged again. That's the second time today. Chris Tyler is a ball magnet. Likes getting injured, that guy, I swear. Behind the dish, he's always getting hurt or getting plugged at the plate. But he gets on base, so that's all that matters. Now we've got a runner on first, and Jordan Heath is now in play. Sorry, guys. Jordan Heath, I didn't know who that was down there. I couldn't see the number. Jordan Heath, up to bat, the left-hander, catcher. Must be DHing. And there's 1 ball, 1 strike on him currently. Great name, Jordan, I must say. So we got 1 out. Runner on first base. And the pickoff, unsuccessful. Chris Tyler gets back in time. And I believe Jordan has swapped for Max Schmoll, maybe. Or Ty Delancey, perhaps. I'm not sure. Regardless, he fouls that one back for strike 2. One, 2 count now. And he puts that one down the line. First baseman lays out for it but can't get there. Chris Tyler rounds second. He's going to third and gets absolutely hosed by the right fielder. And he will be the second casualty of this inning. Second out. Jordan Heath remains at first base and swaps with who's that first? Jet Kearns out at first, swapping with Jordan Heath as a sped-up runner. Sean Chile now at the plate. Again, 8 or 9 at-bats, I guess, this game. 6, 7, 8, I don't know. I've said his name a few times, I will say that. And he's got 1 ball on him, runner on first base, and 2 outs. Another ball outside. It's the new right-handed pitcher from Bryan, throwing kind of sidearm submarine action. It's not fun to face. And Sean slaps that ball to the left side of the field where the left fielder kind of makes an awkward dive slash fall to the ground effort to catch it. And it just goes right underneath him to the fence. So Sean will get a double out of that. And Jet will go to third. So 2 out hit for Sean Chile. Excellent execution there. Nice double. And hopefully Cameron Oliver, who is now up, will be able to seal the deal and score some runs here with 2 outs. That's a nice pitch right down the middle there. That was a good one to hit. And it's called a strike by Noah Fitzgerald out behind the mound there, doing a great job today. Shout out to Noah. Coming back from an injury, that man. Inside pitch. Now a 1-1 count. Runners on second and third. Ooh, plugs him. Maybe not. Looked like he plugged him, but he didn't. And so that would be a pass ball. So Jet Kern just scored, and Sean Chili advances to third base. And the count on Cameron Oliver will now be 2-1 with 2 outs. Cameron Oliver, the right fielder. Big unit, big lad. Good lad. Ball 3. 3-1 count. Pardon? Yeah. Nah. Ball up for a walk. Cameron Oliver runs up there, takes that walk. Jacob Holton now to the plate. Number 9, left fielder. Also a good lad. Chat State Tigers are a solid team this year. Force to be reckoned with, I'd say. Great bunch of people too. On and off the field. Ball 1 there. First and third situation. And 2 speedy dudes on base. And Jacob just kind of chops at that one. And I see that the third out is made at second base. Chops that to the second baseman, who flips it to the shortstop and makes that third out. So 1 run scores there, and that creates a 11-run lead, 15-4. Top of the 11th inning coming up, ladies and gentlemen, and we have Chris Pfeiffer on the mound, aka Fife, as he likes to be called. The freshman right-hander, and he throws sidearm for Chattanooga State. It's going to be great to see him on the mound. And strike 1 starts off the inning for Chris Pfeiffer, number 26. Ooh, a little outside. Noah Fitzgerald squeezing Chris Pfeiffer out there, his roommate. And a swing and miss, making that a 1-2 count now. No outs here. Strike 3. That's a strikeout for Chris Pfeiffer there. First out of the inning.
That is a ball on the dirt for ball 1 on the new batter. That's a fouled off ball. Kind of slapped at it there. 1-1 count now with 1 out and no runners on base. A dirty little slider there for Chris Pfeiffer coming in for a swinging strike. 1-2 count. And he tries to let that one go. He knows it too. I see him out there smiling. He was trying to heat that one up, but he just got too far ahead of it. 2-2 count. Ball 3. Strike 3. We will see you later, buddy. But second strikeout there for Chris Pfeiffer. 2 outs now. He's trying to make it a third. Just got ahead of that one again. Ball 1. Release point's quite hard, I guess, for a sidearm guy like Chris. I wouldn't know, but just postulating. That ball is inside and roped foul to the right side. It was a line drive. Kind of just swung inside out there. 1-1 count now. And a swing and a miss. Nice inside pitch from Chris there. Making that 1-2. With 2 outs and nobody on base, Chris is looking to dominate here. He comes with the curveball. He's happy with it, but it wasn't a strike. 2-2 count. And a ball in the dirt makes that a 3-2 count. So the count's now full. Ooh. Sean Cheely. Sean Cheely. He makes a brilliant diving play. He comes from center right. That ball was put in center left. Not on a line, but like it was a chop shot. Sean Cheely just... Yeah, that was crazy. I have no words for that. I mean, you guys saw that. That was phenomenal. The ground that he just covered in that, and then he laid out full Superman to make that play. Tip of the cap to him. That was a good... I thought I was about to call that a single. So, good thing I bit my tongue. But yes, so that'll make a scoreless inning. 2 strikeouts for Chris Pfeiffer, and a great job on the pitching mound. And ladies and gentlemen, we have Jackson Justice leading off the inning here, and he leads it off with a ball outside. Sees a ball outside. Takes a swing at this one and just misses. 1-1 count now.
Maybe if I did like add a run, then it'll reset.
Just do the runs, it's alright. That was a strike. That was a little off-speed pitch there for a strike. And he's kind of just swung at that one, and it's going to go in the gap. That's that left center gap. He turns, and the left fielder got to it before he could make out that double, but he gets a single from that, Mr. Jackson Justice. Good little bit of hitting with 2 strikes right there. So now Ty Delancey is brought to the plate. No runners are out. 1 runner is on first, and a new count will form. Ball 1.
What I'm gonna do? Get my peanut butter.
That's a foul ball, and that'll be 1-1 count.
Unless you want to cover this for me while I'm gone, which I will be happy.
A pickoff, unsuccessful. That's ball 2 there. Ty Delancey in a 2-1 count. It's a good hitting count, and that's the 3rd ball, making that a 3-1 count. That foul ball will make the count a full count. No outs still in this game. This inning, not this game. The runner goes. Ty Delancey takes a good swing at it, and he really mashed it, but it was like at a 90-degree angle to his body. So that's gone directly foul left and right into the trees. Jackson Justice had a little shot at stealing there. I think there was a little hit-and-run action going over there. And the pickoff, he goes back for 3-2 count still. And Ty squares that one up into right center. Jackson's getting going. He's probably going to go 4. That ball's gone all the way to the fence. Ty's going to get a triple out of that one. And he does. Excellent job, Ty. That ball was well pieced to the right center fence. Scores 1 run. Making the score now 16-4. And a runner on third base with Brandon Parrott up and no outs. Brandon turns on that ball. And he hits that to the wall, down the line, right field line. Gets himself an easy double out of that. Easy double. Great hit. Ty Delancey scores. And first pitch, nice double there. No outs still. So the runner on second base and Branson bowling, number 10. The third baseman is now up. Ball in the dirt for a ball. And Branson hits that one to second base on the ground. Advances Brandon Parrott to third base, but gets himself out in the meantime. The score is now 17-4. Runner on third base, one out. Chris Tyler is now up to bat. And that's a cold strike. Ooh, foul ball for strike 2 off that off-speed pitch. A very high off-speed pitch. Chris's eyes probably lit up when he saw that one. And Chris manages to beat that one out. Get himself a single out of that one. And the run scores. Yep, I'm done. Yep. Jet Kern comes up and hits a high fly ball to center field for the second out of the inning. Chris Tyler remains at first. Sean Shealy up to bat as a right-hander and takes that ball outside. That makes the count 3 balls now. Runner on first base and 2 out. Sean Shealy's up to bat and he's probably hoping for a strike here. I know he wants to hit. And he does. He takes a swing at it. 3-1 count now. And a 3-1 count now. Sorry, 3-2 count now. It was a called 3-2 count. Yeah, it was called strike. Sean will take that ball for a walk. Cameron Oliver up to bat now. Runs on second and first. 2 out. The ball gets fouled off to the right side for a strike. Oh, 1 count on Cameron Oliver. And they try and backpick Chris Tyler at second base to no avail. I wouldn't be doing that if I was 14 runs down, but that's just me. 1-1 count now. Oh, that's a nice piece of hitting. Cameron Oliver singles to right. Jake Kern's trying to go home. They makes it in safely. Sean Chili's trying to advance to third now and gets hosed. Hosed at third. So that run does score, but Sean Chili made a poor decision to go to third there. That makes a third out. Chris Pfeiffer remains on the mound in the bottom of top of the 13th inning and throws that one for strike one. And that one will come in for ball one, making it now a 1-1 count on the batter. Score remains 19-4. That ball was supposedly up, making now a 2-1 count. And that's fouled off on the ground to the left side. 2-2 count. Chris trying to make short work of this inning again, like he did last time. Chris now brings the count to full. And a simple comebacker. Chris makes the play and gets himself a nice out there to start the inning off. A nice pitcher to first base out. Good on you, Chris. Chris hums that one in there for strike one. 1 out and nobody on base. Ooh. He's not happy with that call. There's a good little slider piece coming in on the inside part of the plate there. And a fastball at the same spot there. It's a good little setup there. Slider inside, then fastball inside. And I'd say he's probably going to go slider away now. 1-2. Oh no, goes fastball away. That should have been strike 3. Makes it a 2-2 count, that ball there.
How can you call pitches on the left side of the mound? That's foul.
Foul ball. Yeah, I don't know why he's not standing behind the mound. Hard for the hitter. Still a 2-2 count here. And Chris just throws that one away, unfortunately, making it now a full count for the second at-bat in a row. And these long at-bats can really get you as a pitcher if you're going the miles. But he comes back with a strike and gets his second out for the inning. I got to give it to these fielders. It's been quite a long day for some of them that have been out here, and they're coping well. Energy is still high. Dugout energy is still high. People are up and bouncing around, which is good. Strike 1. Chris is trying to go 1, 2, 3 and get himself back in that dugout. I don't blame him. It's quite hot out there. Strike 2. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Oof. I don't know. That was a good pitch, I thought, but 1-2 count regardless. Chris is going to come back with a nice fastball, and Ty Delancey fields the ball, makes a throw. Done deal. 3 outs. Jacob Holton now up to bat for Chat State, and he fouls that one off for the first strike of this at-bat. We're now at the bottom of the 13th inning today, folks. We're in for the long haul. I believe there should be 2 more innings to go. Maybe it's the bottom of the 14th inning. Who knows? But that ball is skyrocketed. That's going. That's going. That's gone. We will see you later, ball. Jacob Holton. He just came through with some power right there. Well done, sir. That's a mighty fine effort. Ball was smoked. And he scores himself a run for the leadoff of the inning there. Coach Dennis is like just talking to this guy. He's like, oh yeah, home run. Sweet. That brings up Mr. Jackson Justice now. And Jackson has a piece of it, and that'll be a fair ball. He's going to try to run out a double here, I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. He gets himself a sweet little single to the right side there. He just kind of got handled there, I think. Got it on the handle, but hey, it worked out for him. Good job, Jackson. And Jacob Holton, I couldn't believe that. Couldn't believe my eyes. That ball was on an upwards level for quite a while to that right field, right center kind of area, just behind the barn. And Ty Delancey's now up to bat. He takes that pitch for a ball low. Oh, an off-speed pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 count. No outs. And a runner on first base. And that's strike 2. 1-2 count. Inside pitch there for a ball. 2-2 count. That ball will be hit on the ground for a double play. Jackson Justice and Ty Delancey will both be out there. 2 outs now in this inning. Bringing Brandon Parrott to the plate. Brandon Parrott sees that one up for a ball. Another one up. 2-0. Now 3-0. And that ball is a strike. Down the middle. Oh, holy moly. He almost turned on, he turned on that and fouled it right into the Chat State dugout. And almost sconed someone in the head. Luckily nobody got hurt. Now the count is 3-2, 2 outs. And again, does the same thing, but elevates it a little and puts it right into the car park. He's really turning on balls here, Brandon Parrott is. Three-two count still. And another version of what just happened, another foul ball. 3 in a row to the right side. Another foul ball to the right side for Brandon Parrott. He's just getting right out in front of these. Not much you can do about that, I guess. He's just staying in there, which is good. 3-2 count. I think that's his 5th one. Just another foul ball there, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon Parrott, 6 in a row. 3-2 count still. That is a long at-bat. It's 11 pitch at-bat so far. Let's keep a little tally going here. Oh, takes the walk instead. He takes that inside pitch and has a really good at bat. 12 pitches. You would be mad as a hatter if you were the pitcher right now. 2 outs. Great at bat. Good job, Brandon. Bringing Branson Bowling, number 10, to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on first. And another pickoff. No pickoffs today have actually gotten anybody out, but keeping the runner honest. Branson Bowling takes one to the knee and runs up to first base like a champ. 2 outs. Chris Tyler up to bat. Let's see what he can do, folks. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. Deep in a ball game. Chris Tyler's your man. First pitch is high and outside for ball 1. Oh, Chris elevates that ball a little bit, but it's going to drop short and go foul. That looked like a really promising ball from this angle. I thought that was Jacob Holton Mark II coming through there, but it was just a foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike for Chris Tyler. I thought he really got a hold of that one, but apparently not. It's just my mere imagination. That one was one to get a hold of, if anything. It was a ball up, but it was a nice pitch to hit if you're trying to get something rocked. Chris Tyler's not about that, though. He's about getting base hits. 2-1 count. And he just kind of pokes at that one, but it's probably going to go straight to the center fielder. 3rd out of the innings made. The score is 20-4. And that is ball game? No. Yes, it is. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will be the final score, 20-4 to the Chattanooga State Tigers. And 14 innings of gameplay. It's been a pleasure having you all with me, and we'll see you next time. I'm Jordan Power, signing out.